Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Adam from Cape Crawlers, and today we're checking out the brand new CR18P EVO from Hobby Plus. So it wasn't that long ago that Hobby Plus released the CR18 platform, which is great. It's got an excellent set of electronics, silky smooth power delivery, and great low-speed crawling ability, metal-geared portal axles, strong servo, great fit and finish, and an affordable price tag. It's really just an all-around great crawler and probably one of the most underrated crawlers in the mini crawler segment. But now we've got our hands on the CR18P EVO. So the EVO builds upon the already great CR18P platform, takes it up to level 11. We've got a bigger oversized 130 motor. We've got a brand new 2-speed metal geared transmission, and we've got a third body choice. Now the CR18P, when it was first released, came in two different models. It came in the Rock Van and the Trail Hunter or T-Hunter, which is a Unimog style truck, both of which are fantastic. Now we get the addition of a new model called the Harvest, along with this new EVO release. And that's what we've got in this box today. So I'm a big fan of the CR18P, so I'm really excited to check out the EVO. So why don't we open up the box, we'll check out the crawler, see what comes in the box, and then we'll get it on the setup table. We'll also put it on the 4-corner scale to see how the weight distribution is, and then we'll hit the course with it and see how the thing performs. So let's get into this. Let's open this up and take a look. So full disclosure, Axel and I have already been into this. We've had this thing for a few days now, and we've already run it pretty hard. We've run several battery packs through it and have just had a blast with it. So here is the CR18P EVO in the Harvest with the maroon red color. Now, like I said before, this does come in 3 different body options. You do have the Harvest pickup truck style here, which looks like the FCX24 Power Wagon, but with the pickup truck bed on it. This also comes in a matte titanium grayish color. You get the Rock Van in 2 different colors, and you also get the T-Hunter in 2 different colors. It also is worth noting that the Rock Van in the EVO edition will come standard with the inner fender liners, which was typically an add-on. Inside the box, when you do open it, you get the owner's manual, you get a battery charger, you get your T-wrench, you get a little screwdriver since this does utilize Phillips head screwdrivers throughout. Comes with a 600 milliamp battery and your 2.4 gigahertz transmitter, which mates to a 4-channel ESC receiver combo. Now, a couple of things worth knowing on this transmitter. This is virtually identical to the unit that comes with the CR18P, which is a good thing. This is a great transmitter. We have our trim and dual rate functions on here, able to reverse your channels. These 4 switches in the center give you some customization options. This first one here controls your throttle. If you want forward straight to reverse or forward brake reverse, you do that with this little switch. These other 3 give you the options to tune your drag brake. On the side here, Channel 4 operates your lights. This thing does have functional headlights and taillights. Channel 3, which is very reminiscent of the FMS FCX24 Power Wagon, this operates your 2-speed transmission. So you have low gear, neutral, high gear. You can toggle through those on the fly, very easy. Getting back to the truck itself, let's take a look at this thing. So this does come with the metal geared portal axles, giving you tons of ground clearance underneath this thing. It's got a great turning radius, about a 45-degree steering angle on this, powered by a very strong servo. The servo is chassis mounted with a panhard bar. We do have friction damp shocks at all 4 corners. They are a little bouncy, but they're still quite effective. We have 1.2-inch plastic beadlock wheels with these all-terrain tires. These are the same ones that come on the CR18P, although these ones do feel softer and squishier. I wonder if they used a softer foam insert in these. They do certainly feel better. The body itself on the Harvest, this has some nice scale details on it. It's got the aggressive looking front bumper with the bull bar on it. It's got the headlights, has scale mirrors. On the bed, we have this roll bar with the non-functional light pods up here. They're open in the back, which makes me believe that there will be a light kit available for this. But as you can see, this thing has taken some tumbles and we've lost 2 of our lenses. So I'm going to have to replace some of those. But otherwise, this thing is held up remarkably well. In the back, it's got the big Harvest on the back here and these functional taillights. This body comes off with 4 pins. There are no extras that come with it, so do not lose your body pins. Underneath the body, this is where the real magic is on this thing. We've got this brand new 2-speed transmission with metal gears included from the factory, mated to this 130 brushed motor. Now the power plant here is what I'm really excited about, the whole drivetrain in general. One, because if you saw my initial review of the CR18P Trailhunter, I stripped out the transmission gears very early on, so I'm very happy to see that they've fortified the entire drivetrain. So you've got metal gears in the transmission, metal gears in the diffs, and you've got metal gears in the portal axles. What's great about this power plant too is that it's been stress tested against motors that are bigger than the 130. So 130 is the smaller size that they've tested this with. It is capable of handling up to a 270 sized brushed motor. And they've even tested it with brushless motors like the Furytech Komodo to ensure that this thing is strong and up to the task of what it will be thrown into. The motor is also mounted down low and forward facing to give this thing a front bias as far as weight distribution goes, which we will test on the scales momentarily. Also up front is your ESC and receiver combo. Again, we have the chassis mounted servo with the pin hard bar. On the driver's side, we have the variable speed servo, which operates your 2-speed transmission with the power switch located on top of it. The electronics on this is water resistant, not waterproof. All of this sits on top of an aluminum anodized chassis rail. I mentioned the friction damp shocks at all 4 corners, but underneath we do have the 4-link rear suspension setup, and in the front we do have the 3-link. Also utilizing metal pivot hardware throughout. Now let's get into our setup table. Let's do some measurements. Let's start with the RTI, the ramp travel index. I'm going to measure our articulation here. Not a huge amount of articulation in stock form. We've got about 11 on the RTI here. Let's move on and try some side hill. $30, $35, $40, $45. Say about 46 on the side hill, which is better than I was expecting. Let's try the vertical now. $40, $45, $50, $55. Slides off the table at 55. We can keep going. I think that's about it. I think we got to about 59 before it flipped, which is also much better than I was expecting. And finally, let's do our weight measurement here. Coming in at, I don't want to bump it there, coming in about 360 grams, total weight, 56% front, 44 rear. This is without a battery in it. So decent weight distribution from the factory. All right, here's the Evo on the course. Let's check it out. It's that ultra slow crawl, looking good on here. This is my first time on the indoor course with it. We've had it for a few days now. Been running it outdoors primarily, so this is the first time it's ever been on the indoor course. Just that tight turning radius. Up here we'll get to see the portals at work. This does have a pretty strong departure and approach angle despite the longer body on it. There's that ground clearance right there. Yeah, those big portals. Surprisingly stable there. I thought we were going to flip right there, but it managed to stick it, and we can regroup. And nice. Even in low gear, it's got plenty of wheel speed to bump up and over there. I've got my drag brake settings pretty aggressive. I like a pretty strong drag brake. Dropping down into challenge lines here. Let's go hit the escalator. Again, nice and composed on that decline. nice. Able to get up and over that gatekeeper. We're understeering pretty hard on the styrofoam here. Might need to reset it. Oh, no, we gripped. Can that 45-degree steering angle recenter us? I think it can. Oh. It pulls it off. Whoa, nice. Next up, let's try the chute on the other side here. So the chute's about 36 degrees at the bottom, tops out at about 50 degrees, 52 degrees at the top. The Harvest makes quick work of it, no problem. And finally, let's try Hell's Gate here. Oh, this is going to be tricky. I think we're stuck here. Yep. Let's try it again. I'll try a different line. If I can utilize those portals and get up and over this tricky spot in the center. A lot of my builds can't do that because they don't have the clearance. These might still be stuck though. I think if I had a little more weight, get those tires to grip. They're just not sticking. Oh yeah, I just understeer off to the left there again. Last try, let's give it one more. We got the 3-try rule here. If we can't do it on this one, we'll move on. Come on, Harvest. Still understeering over here. It can get up and over. Two out of 3 obstacles on the course is not bad at all for a completely stock truck. I'm pretty impressed with how this thing performs. I think with some better tires, or even just some weight so that these could squish a little more and grip a little better, I think we'd be in good shape. That was nice. Really does excellent on here. I'm impressed. I thought with the tall body and the long body we would have a lot of troubles, but surprisingly no, it's doing really good here. I might have spoke too soon. Nope, we got it. Alright, cool. Well, that was fun. I'm impressed. So let's hit the bench. I'm going to give you my final thoughts. So there's a lot to like here with the CR18P EVO. Hobby Plus has really put together a great package at an affordable price. At $139.99, this is only $20 more than the predecessor. And it's priced below many of the other competitors in the market and offers some excellent features that a lot of competitors do not. They've just done a great job putting together a really appealing package here. And driving impressions, this thing works really good. I was pleasantly surprised to see how well it did on the indoor course. I do think it could benefit from some better tires. Hobby Plus does offer the brass rings that go in the wheels. Those are nice and heavy. I think that would make a world of difference on these things. Just having a little more conformity in the tires, a little more weight down low, I think this thing would dominate the indoor course. But out on the rocks and in the real world, it did very well. Again, surprisingly well considering the relatively tall body, especially with the Harvest model. It's got this tall Lexan body and the long body. Did really well out on the rock course, was able to climb up and over things. That surprised me because I was not thinking that it was going to be as capable as it was. My son has a blast with it, clicking it into second gear. It's got plenty of wheel speed. It is slightly slower than the FCX24 Power Wagon. If you're looking to put this in perspective, top speed is very close to the FCX24 Power Wagon. Maybe slightly slower, but the low speed transmission still maintains that excellent silky smooth crawling that we love from the CR18P. From a fit and finish perspective, it's held up pretty well. Like I said, we knocked out some of the pods here on the lights. It's gotten scratched up a little bit, It did take a tumble off of my table earlier when I was messing around with the 2-speed transmission and I broke part of the Lexan body. But all of that is cosmetic. Mechanically, it's held up very, very well. I'm very grateful for the steel reinforced drivetrain. After we really put it through its paces outdoors on various rocky terrains, it did really well. So overall, I think this is a great new addition from Hobby Plus and an excellent choice if you're looking for a new or a first mini crawler. With the 2-speed transmission, this is going to give you speed and crawling ability, so you can have fun going fast down the trails, or you can really slow it down and get into your hardcore rock crawling. So great job, Hobby Plus. I'm a big fan of the CR18P EVO, and I'm looking forward to spending more time on it. But let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the EVO? Could this be the best mini crawler for under 150 bucks? Let me know your thoughts. Definitely want to hear from you guys. The EVO is available now from Hobby Plus. I'll put the links down below if you want to check these out. Like I said, it is available in 3 different models. You can check all of those out at Fair RC down below. As always, I appreciate your time. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I will see you in the next video.